Okay, the Board of Assessors meeting for April 30th at 4:30 is now on. First line of agenda would be the approval of the minutes of the previous meeting of April 2nd. I make a motion to table this to the next meeting in May because of a lack of time to get that prepared. Second it?
Okay.
All in favor? Okay.
We'll
So be it.
approve them next meeting.
Yeah, probably the 20th, okay.
That's okay.
Old business, Catalyst, Patriot vendor, follow-up. I received a response from Mark Harrell, who is the VP of Valuation Services for Catalyst Patriot. Patriot is no longer the name, it's now Catalyst Tax Camera. And Mark mentioned that it was determined by his personal property staff that the discrepancies in the personal property account asset values were caused by clerical error by them during the asset management value process, which has been corrected and procedural changes made. A full review of all personal property accounts was conducted to make sure the assessment values are correct. Mark also sent to the board an Excel sheet with regards to discrepancies, which I then forward to Wendy, and she's now reviewing that to make sure that the assessed values are correct, and if she needs to discuss anything, she can talk to someone at the personal property staff members. Once the review is completed, there'll be a mailing. That mailing will consist of a letter. The mailing will be sent to all personal property accounts affected by the assessment value discrepancies. The mailing will include a letter from Catalyst Patriot, along with an abatement or a supplemental billing for the correction in the value assessed. And we're hoping the mailing can be sent out within 3 to 4 weeks. Any questions?
No, excellent. Very good. Great.
Next. Last meeting was also discussed about the contract with Catalyst Patriot. The Patriot name will probably eventually disappear. Catalyst Tax Camera is the proper name. Mm-hmm. And Mark had mentioned that on the contract there should be 3 signatures, which has been in the past for years, at least 10, 15 years. One signature was for the corporate officer or the vendor. The second, town official, for procurement purposes only. And the third, a member of the Board of Assessors, preferably the chair, to validate the contract. I discussed with Mark and mentioned that we only had the 2, and that he found it quite strange because historically we've always had 3. And a while ago, Mary Beth gave me a copy of the May 23rd, 2023 minutes of the meeting regarding Patriot contracts, in which the contract was voted on and approved, and someone had asked, Don Byers had asked if there was any other changes to the contract. And Mrs. Keith stated the contract will now include new utility component. So it must be a mystery why there was no signature of the Board of Assessors. With that, I request an addendum to the contract to include the Board of Assessors signature, which has since been executed and will take final action on the executive session, and then properly distributed to the parties involved that will have a copy of the contract. In addition, there's been some confusion of what Patriot and who they're supposed to contact or report to, and the Board of Assessors and Patriot Callis, the Patriot Callis will report to and be responsible to the Board of Assessors and work with the principal assessor only. No other department will interfere with this relationship. Callis Patriot will not respond to any calls, phone calls, or any emails from any other department. Mark Harrell endorsed this position and agrees with what we're doing.
So, with that, do we make a motion to accept the amended contract?
Going to do an exec or here? Exec, it states exec.
Well,
Okay,
we voted for it. I don't know. You guys tell me.
I think it's probably fine and open. It's probably okay.
no.
You don't think so?
We'll take the vote ceremoniously in executive session.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Lastly, the principal assessor. I don't know whether the Board of Assessors made it clear at last meeting. There's only one principal assessor in the town of Whitman, and that is Wendy Jones. And the board is asking once again to let her do her job without interference. Sad to say, the board's patience with certain town people, certain town personnel, is running out. So please, let her do her job. Do you want the floor?
Yeah, for a minute.
Okay, to the floor.
I just want to say that just because things are done a bit differently, or we have a new set of eyes, doesn't mean they're wrong. They're just different. Everybody doesn't have to do something the same way as somebody else did, and we can't be saying this is the way it's always been done. We have to make the changes as necessary, make the adjustments when they're needed, and we have a fresh pair of eyes. And that's all that's happening here. It's simple. We're trying to do the best work for the town to make sure that our values are correct. And if we do find any inconsistencies, that we work with the vendor catalyst to correct them, and going forward, those adjustments are made. That's all we're doing here. Nothing more and nothing less. And I don't know why anybody in any capacity would take issue with that.
I agree.
Thank you.
I just don't know why that would be a problem for anybody. This isn't about any one person.
No.
It's not. It's about doing the best job for the town. And I've been saying that, and I've said it, and I don't like hearing rumblings throughout the building either. And I really feel, and I hope, and I ask that that all stops. Because it's unnecessary. We're not in high school. And that's all I have to say about it. Just let's move on.
I agree.
And let's get everything done that we need to get done
Absolutely.
on the time we need to get it done. So that's all I have to say about that.
One more comment then. I think when you have someone new come into the town, that person should be welcome because they have so much knowledge of experience that the town can benefit from if they want to tap that so rich experience. And the town has the option to ignore it, but then they're going to lose in the long run. So, change is good, but you have to take it slow, but just let Wendy do her job as well as the assessor department and the board do their job.
Great. Thank you.
That's it. Very good. That's all I have to say about that.
All right,
At this point,
New business.
we'll go with new business.
okay.
Town meeting warrants,
Here's
Town meeting warrant
article.
received, and
received
you have
in,
in front of you the articles that the Board of Assessors put forward. I haven't cross-checked what the final language is, so this is
like a preliminary,
what, I haven't had a chance to
Okay.
cross-check that, but this is pretty close. The only item that is potentially gonna have to be amended on the floor is the clause 17. So Article 41 is the need-based real estate tax exemption to increase the amount of 17D, which is currently 246,
right?
to 350. So I've been
Okay.
back and forth with the TA's office who's dealing with council, and then also Justin on different votes from the past that might bring forward. We voted in 2010 to adjust the statute, which was 175 at the time, adjusted by COLA, which is what it is at 246. So the question remains with council is the 350 the reset to the higher amount? Does that mean we have to accept a whole new clause, clause 17E?
Any discussion?
Well, what is clause 17?
Well, in some respects, it's relative to what was done with clause 41C,
Okay,
which was to get to the higher amount of 1,250,
okay,
it was accepted to be clause 41D.
okay.
That's my understanding from what's been done in the past. So right now, that's kind of with council, and it may have to be amended on the floor.
Okay.
Okay.
Just so you know. And if we do, then
We'll do
we'll
it.
have that language, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have language to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to strike it because it.
Okay.
So
Oh, no,
we're
we're not
keep
gonna
that.
strike it because that's definitely, I mean, if you went with the COLA thing, it could potentially be more than 350. I mean, with the
Well,
inflation. So,
Yeah, it's a minimal, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a middle hit, you're not looking at
yeah,
breaking the bank.
and that's what we said we were gonna do.
Yeah.
so
Yep,
that's
exactly,
fine.
right.
Yeah,
So if we have to amend it on the floor, we'll do it.
yeah. I think all the other ones are fine, I'm pretty sure.
That's
They
the
are.
senior,
So the increase in the asset limit for 17D to, it was 40,000, that's Article 42,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
that matches the article number that's in there.
yeah,
And then Article 43, increase income-based senior citizen, that's the clause 41D. That's the increase in the income gross receipts. Unmarried to 35,000, married to 50. So everything that was voted on and presented has basically been
Yeah.
accepted.
exactly, good.
And they accepted the clause 50, which is new.
Clause 50, which is, what article?
That is Article 45.
Okay,
Excellent.
And that is any single-family, two-family, or three-family that modifies their home with a permit this is for after July 1, 2024,
okay,
and provides housing for a family member. It's typically a family member, 60 years and older, and who's not on the deed. They would receive up to $500 off real estate taxes, and we could vote what that amount actually is going to be, and the parameters of the program. So that's brand new. That's good. And then we have the veteran work-off program, which is brand new, and I believe that is Article 46.
26, is it a dollar amount?
47.
Pardon me?
47.
Oh, is it 47?
47?
Okay.
On the warrant.
On the warrant.
Oh, okay, I get,
46?
No,
okay,
What's
47.
46 then?
the family housing multiplication.
So these numbers were given, but then I
Okay.
guess adjusted.
Oh, okay, they
Final
must have
warrant
moved
came
out.
So that's
Yeah.
47.
All right.
Okay.
Everything went.
That's 47.
So the dollar amount and all the parameters will be, it'll be a policy that the Veteran Services and the Selectman's Office will agree on.
But will it should be in the warrant, right?
It's not in the
And-
warrant. It doesn't, actually, I was told it doesn't have to be.
Participating in such motion.
I thought it'd be transparent, that it should be.
Well, once
Huh?
we get it, to see if the town will vote to accept MGL Law 59, authorizing the Board of Selectmen to establish a veteran property tax work-off program whereby a veteran or spouse of a disabled or deceased veteran who qualifies for participation to volunteer to provide services to the town in exchange for reduction in real estate tax obligations on their bill, in addition to any exemption or abatement to which that person is otherwise entitled, not to exceed the allowable Commonwealth of Massachusetts limit, and that any veteran or spouse of a disabled or deceased veteran or an authorized representative for persons physically unable to provide such services.
Do you know what the limit is?
Participating. So this is okay, I think,
It leaves the
because-
open door, because it doesn't
Well,
give you the
because, but
max.
it says,
Provides for the limit.
but to
the
the
limit.
limit of Massachusetts.
Right,
The state limit is in here.
And it's currently 1,500.
And it's currently, so we're okay, because we have the
So,
state limit
no, doesn't-
article.
No,
For veteran, it's currently
15?
1,500.
And we have
For
the
senior,
state.
it's changing.
But because it says the Commonwealth of Massachusetts limit,
The cap.
we're not locked.
Right.
Exactly,
If it goes
that's
up.
good. That's
So
exactly
this
what I want. See,
language is
you-
actually
You want that university
good.
open, that if it goes up, they're gonna automatically, and don't have to
Exactly,
reinvent the
so-
wheel.
That,
Yeah.
right. So that language is good.
Good.
And I think that what this does is it gets the mechanism in place.
Yep.
Correct.
I
And that's
agree.
what our main goal was.
Right, yeah.
And then, just like with the senior workup and how the selectmen
Right.
voted either on the cap or the per hour, and that's why
Yeah.
that's their part,
Yeah,
which is the same.
yep,
And they'll work with the Veterans Office, so
Yeah.
this, I think, is good.
I know, I agree with this.
It's very good.
I also agree with having the cap being the cap, that if it moves up or down, you don't have to reinvent any article to support that change. It's gonna,
Exactly.
goes.
Since of the confusion that did happen on the
Yes.
senior work-off, I do believe now that the selectmen will vote to the cap, because that makes the most
no,
sense.
sure it does.
yeah. Yep,
We don't have any per hour stuff to contend with, we just have the cap, and
You have the hours and the cap.
up, and whatever that is for anyone that doesn't make the cap is how they'll get paid.
Yeah.
And then there's none of this confusion.
yeah,
It takes that all away.
yeah.
No, last year, I think 22, 25 made the cap. The others didn't. It was
Well,
short,
yeah,
remember?
right.
what happened
Okay.
was the selectmen took
Yeah,
a
yeah.
vote to
Yeah,
correct it.
right,
So
yes.
this way,
then we said, never
it's
mind.
done already,
Right,
and they can put the hours and they
Right.
can put
Yeah.
that stuff, they'll vote.
But there's gonna still have to be
We just can't exceed
an
the,
hourly rate.
well,
Think about it. If I only work 100 hours, okay, and I don't, that's all I can do, not 125, what's my rate gonna be?
that's when you.
it says the minimum wage. Participating in
wage.
the minimum wage of the Commonwealth per hour.
There you go, minimum
It's here.
wage. There's your wage,
Right.
Good move.
there it is.
I just wanna make sure everything's covered.
Yeah, it's covered.
It wasn't covered last time, and,
Well, this
I-
is why
and my,
it's
and
good.
because I know
And what
I
is
got
that
two
minimum
different
wage?
weights.
Isn't it
Huh?
like,
What?
It's 15 an
it's
hour, I believe.
$15 an
Yeah.
hour,
How much?
15, I think.
15 in Massachusetts. So
Well, they
it's-
changed that to, thought someone
It was
voted for
15
12.
2 years in a row, I
I thought they changed it to 12.
No, the state minimum wage did not ever go there.
I'm saying the state, I think the selectmen did.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. This one, we're going by the Commonwealth minimum
That's
wage.
fine.
Yeah, the way it's worded.
That's what
Now-
we're doing.
That, you're looking, and what about the old man senior thing? In the
I don't know, I
senior,
haven't seen if there's anything
Okay.
in this warrant.
They said the cap.
That's very nice. I like that.
They said the cap, so,
The cap is good. I agree. It gives them flexibility, okay?
and with the $15, which they did, it's the minimum wage basically,
Yeah.
still, we're fine.
So I am, tomorrow at the Council on Aging, I'm just having a, Q&A on
Tomorrow,
this.
May 1st, what time?
10 a.m.
10 o'clock.
I have no meetings tomorrow.
Yeah, she's going
I can
to.
take an early lunch, I could go up there.
No, she's going. No,
Yeah.
it's good to get the exposure. I really appreciate
Yeah, I'll
that.
go up there.
You know?
Outreach is good.
Huh?
Outreach is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, gosh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
See everybody too.
Matter of fact, do you know who does that very frequently? Maybe once every month? Once every. Is the vet. Goes to the senior for
Oh, does she
coffee.
go up once a month?
Yeah, I think so, once a month.
Wow.
Well, now we got uncollectible.
Okay, now the uncollectible. We finished that, Eric? Got uncollectibles?
So we have from the treasurer presented, uncollectible motor vehicle excise for 2018 totaling $13,112.42. We have a packet for you to vote on and sign on. It's packet number 1469 for motor vehicle.
Okay,
So I've got the certificate and then the packet
okay.
to sign.
We just have to sign it.
Make a motion to accept,
Second,
packet what? 1469.
second.
All in favor? Okay. Thanks. Next,
Next, I also have from the treasurer collector, uncollectible 2020 personal property tax bills totaling $3,216.40.
and that's packet number
Packet number 1472.
1472. Any discussion on packet number 1472?
Motion.
Motion, second it? All in favor? Everyone.
Yeah, it's done. Thanks. So, before we go into executive, do we have anything after
Yeah.
executive session?
We'll just get the other stuff done.
That way we can go into exec but not to reconvene and then.
Yep.
Exactly what we're doing,
Yeah.
okay?
Yep.
So what we'll do is we're going to executive, if we're not going to convene, then we're going to hit this stuff before we go into it.
That's right.
Okay.
Exactly. It's just easier that way.
I agree.
That's what we used to do. We never reconvened. We just did it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So,
Is that end?
next is payroll.
Okay, you got payroll,
I got payroll, so it's payroll for pay period ending 4/6/24, 4/13/24, 4/20/24, 4/27/24.
we didn't vote on that, do we? No. There's no need to vote on
No,
that.
no.
All right. Oh, John, you gotta sign this.
I missed? Oh, man. Gotta stay after school tonight.
Yep, that's it. And today is, can you believe tomorrow's May 1st?
Years going by fast.
Oh my God.
My dad always told me.
Yeah, you can sign it first and I'll flip it back over there. My husband, because we're moving right along, right? We should be done by 6-ish, right?
What? Well, what?
So,
Oh, we got here by 6.
that's why I'm gonna.
Come on, morning.
Oh, yeah, so funny.
A little bit of humor once in a while is good. You know, laughter is healthy.
I'm telling you, after we went through that thing on Saturday, we went out and had a beautiful Italian
Good.
dinner.
That's yours. That's in payroll.
Okay,
And that's coming back to John.
yep, yeah, that goes back here. This goes over here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did I mess you up?
Nope.
Okay. Next is
Next.
excise?
I have excise, I first have two remits, reopened, sorry.
Okay.
One from 2012 for $27.19. One from 2017 at $60.83, but Heidi only signs
Okay.
those.
Done?
Yeah.
Here you go, lady.
Fine.
Okay. Next.
Next is the rest
Let's go back to
of the
the
excise.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I have motor vehicle excise packet 1477, totaling $114.33.
Do we need to vote on this? No need to
I
vote.
don't think so.
No.
Next motor vehicle excise packet is 1478
Okay, 1478.
for a total of $2,225.93. And then I have a motor vehicle excise denial. I have two denials. One
denials, okay.
is the legal owner that applied for the abatement is, it's a lease, so it doesn't apply to them. And then the other is the leasing company applied again, but it was already abated at the last meeting, so that this is a second denial.
Okay, so we're gonna deny, what's on? Deny the bill of, 2931.
Yep.
All in favor? Motion?
motion.
All in favor? Okay. Everyone said yeah. This is to deny. Yeah, deny the, abatement for James and Karen Reynolds, Hog Memorial. It was a leased vehicle, must apply for abatement. Make a motion, second it, all in favor? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next,
Next is, I have an invoice. For Harding print, $612.21.
And
Looks like letterhead envelopes, and our stock for certificates.
okay.
Yeah. I'll just mention, we still have the pending balance due to Catalyst Tax and CAMA, pending the receivable that I'm looking for, which is the cyclical inspection report. So I talked to him and he said that they'll start, the inspection crew that starts coming in for the building permits will, I don't think it was done for 24. I can't source that it was. So,
Okay,
so he's going to start that first.
okay, good.
Hopefully that'll get it in time. If not, we'll just have to encumber that amount.
Okay,
Okay,
as long as we
so,
know it,
yeah.
we'll encumber it, that
Yep.
just works.
So you're in charge of that to let us know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
That works out.
That is everything I have for open.
Okay,
Okay, well, let's close the open session at 5:05
not to reconvene.
and go into executive session and
Not to reconvene.
not to be reconvened.